Hey, welcome back to Game Hydro. Today we've got a video for you about Jurassic Front Exploration, which is a new MMO RTS set in a world where dinosaurs and humans coexist. So basically, picture if you and a whole bunch of others were on Isla Nublar in Jurassic Park and Jurassic World, essentially, trying to fight for supremacy. So we'll go over some tips, tricks, strategies, and whatnot for the game. So first of all, obviously you want to focus on completing the quests that are the chapter upgrade quests, basically. For example, this one, you hit upgrade, and when that's done, the quest will be completed. Now you want to be part of a legion rather that is full of active players. If your legion is not helping you out when you hit the help button, I mean, you could be hitting the help button at 3 a.m., so you might not get much. But you want to be part of a legion not only full of active players, but that also plays on the same time zone as you do. Or if you are a night owl, part of a legion that's in a different time zone. Now, to the left of the quest here, you can tap the little icon and see all of the chapter quests. So you can see the ones that we have yet to complete, which is clearing hunt stage 18 and melee barracks to level 6, as well as all the ones that we have completed. Once those are all completed, the chapter rewards can be collected. Also, you got this Velociraptor rescue over here. Basically, you collect the resources necessary, the crush hammers, simply by completing chapter quests. Once those are all done, you'll be able to unlock the Velociraptors, which will probably be your first SSR giant. So we'll go over hunting, clear the hunt stage 18. Obviously, we're on stage 16. It'll tell you what animals you have to get rid of in order to complete the quest. So we got 2 wolves and 2 tigers over here. Try to aim for the headshots, because those are the ones that will do the most damage. All right. Knock out the ones that you can one-shot first, because if you don't kill them on the first shot, then the other animals will go running. Now on this one, of course, we can headshot everybody except for that guy. Or excuse me, one shot, not headshot. All you got to do is get rid of all of them and you beat the quest. And you can watch an ad video for extra rewards if you choose to. Feed, hunt coins, breakthrough agents. That's pretty important. We'll tell you why in a little bit. Let's try another hunt. See if these animals are a little tougher. Some animals you'll have to use more than one shot in order to kill. For example, the bear. We're going to just demonstrate on the bear. And then occasionally, you'll have other stuff you can shoot, like this gas barrel right here. Get animals close enough to the gas barrel, and it'll take them out when you shoot them. All right, one more bear. There we go. Some hunts will be a little tougher. It'll take 4 or 5 shots to down an animal. So you'll have to kind of stop aiming for the headshot and just aim for quick shooting. Basically, getting all your shots off before the animal runs away. And when if they run away, you'll end up losing the round. But easy way to make the hunts a little easier, go over to your Firearms Research Center, which we're moving to the middle of the screen. Tap that. Go to Hunting Firearms. And if you have enough upgrade coins, you'll be able to upgrade your rifles. You have a tranquilizer rifle, which, of course, is necessary for catching giants. And you'll have these rifles, which are necessary for hunting standard animals. And then you can unlock other rifles as you continue forward. But you'll need to unlock the previous rifle in order to unlock the current rifle. Let's see. T5000 sniper rifle. That's actually a pretty cheap unlock. However, you'll need the necessary parts to do it too. You need the 8x scope for this one, which you get from a later hunt. So everything's kind of very linear in this game. Just make sure to keep unlocking as you are able to, and keep upgrading your current weapons as you're able to. Of course, the hunt coins also come from the hunt that we just did. So generally, though, try to go for the newer guns because when you're able to, when you got the parts, because then when you upgrade them, even if their stats initially are not higher than the current upgraded gun that you have, they will get higher as you increase the level. Now, anywhere that you see a red dot here, typically that means you got something to claim. Let's tap on deal right here, down to daily privileges, because that is where the red dot is, and you got this little free bundle up here that you can claim. Lots of resources: petroleum, tomatoes, steel. That's one of many ways in this game to get more resources. Keep claiming all these rewards, because even if they're not quite useful at the moment, they will be useful later on, especially with the speed ups as you get further into playing the game, because things like the command center upgrade, that will take forever. As you can see here, 1 hour and 26 minutes for that one. And as your command center gets higher and higher, it will take longer and longer. That's why you should not only be a part of an active legion, but when able to, start the command center upgrade before you go to sleep at night, or go to sleep during the day if you're a mid-shift worker. Tap some upgrades will allow you to upgrade instantly, so you can hit either one of these buttons in order to do the instant upgrade. Upgrade, 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 and then it will cost gems when you come to an upgrade that actually takes time to do. But for upgrades, certain upgrades like these, whether it's the city walls to protect your city, or the warehouse in order to protect your resources, and you can see how many resources are protected here. That's quite a bit of resources that are protected from getting stolen by other players. So upgrade your warehouse, obviously, in order to increase the amount of resources that you can protect. All right, tap your avatar. You can get to the options menu from here. You can, of course, turn off the music and sound effects, but you can also modify the strength of the graphics in order to make things a little more playable if you have an old phone, for example, or an old tablet. Because if you don't, they can cause your phone to overheat a little bit, maybe drain the battery life really fast. In my case, if I put the graphics too high, sometimes my videos completely just don't save. I'm actually on effort number 2 to film this video, because the first one I did just flat out didn't save. All right, scroll down, and you have a lot of options here, which can modify how the game appears to you, modify the gameplay in order to make things a little more pleasant, depending on how much you like seeing certain things. Night mode, real-time alerts, structure names, etc. You can see all your characters in here, and you can even switch accounts in order to go to a completely different account if you want to have multiple accounts. Once you hit Command Center level 16, you'll be able to unlock Commander gear. So that, of course, that'll take quite a bit of upgrading. So try to save your speed ups for later on in the game when stuff takes a long time, because you save your speed ups, sometimes you can do those multiple hour upgrades instantly without having to spend any gems. So you got the barracks down here. Always keep those upgraded, and always keep those running so that you can claim more troops, because like any good MMORTS or any average MMORTS, it's basically a numbers game. So go to one of your barracks, hit ranged recruit, and the higher your upgrade level, the more troops you'll be able to train. Of course, the higher tier ones are going to have higher stats and thus be typically more useful in battle. And you can train troops at multiple barracks at the same time. Armored Hummer, let's go with that one. And level 7 is when you unlock tier 3. Level 10, tier 4, level 13, tier 5, etc., etc., etc. All the way up to the highest tier one, barracks level 60, which is completely insane. But yes, despite how advanced that is, it is possible to get there as a free player. It just may take a little bit of extra time. Tier 2 guy right here. So you got 3 barracks running at the same time. That will enable you to constantly have your troops getting trained so that you can use them not only in individual battles against other players, but Legion battles. Down here, Legion invitation letter. You can do tech donations. And techs, of course. You can donate in order to speed up the amount of time that it takes to get this technology. Now, that technology will improve something about the gameplay. In this case, it will increase the amount of time that others can help you take off of construction, or that you can help others take off of construction. Go to the supply station and you'll be able to claim supplies as they drop. In this case, we got 15 minutes worth of speed ups. That's quite nice. Over in the hunt center, you can summon, which often can get you new giants. Giant roulette. You can get giants or giant shards here. In this case, we got double spine dragon shards. Not quite enough to get a double spine dragon, but we're getting there, certainly. And then in the world map, this is an excellent way to get more shards and more giants. Tap on the search bar in the bottom left corner. Tap giants. Tap search. Now you can search around the base and hit the search button multiple times in order to change which giant is focused on. Typically, it's going to be one of the more common giants. For example, the Steel Rock Ceratops. Hit the trap button. When your troops get there, a little trap icon will appear over the giant. So you'll hit the trap icon and you'll be able to claim either the giant itself, or if you already have the giant shards. So we're going to let this one play out so we can show you how to star up your giants. We'll come back to that in a little bit, though. There's a couple main ways to upgrade your troops, though. Obviously, the level up is first. We're going to go to the mammoth over here because he's the most starred up. Upgrade. And you can pick what experience material you want to use. You can pick raise 1 level or raise 10 levels. And if you don't quite have enough feed to do 10 levels, it'll do as many levels as possible. All right. So that is leveling up. Capture. Not only will you get shards of the animal that you're trying to trap, but you'll get some other good stuff too. Lab deployment maps, mecha enhanced chips, resource chests, and feed. Resources fairly plentiful in this game. Now, can we star up the mammoth with what we got? Not quite yet. We need 4 more shards in order to do so. So that's going to require a little bit of extra, not only summoning, but going after them. But starring up is arguably more important than even leveling up, because take a look at the power levels down to the bottom left. So the mammoth has been starred up 3 times total. Level is 35, power level is 107. Let's go over to the Champsosaurus, which has not been starred up at all and is the same rarity. Let's upgrade it. So level 33, just 2 levels down on the mammoth, and the same rarity, which is SR, but power level is only 539,000. So the difference there is, of course, starring up. Let's see. Let's go back to the main city. See if we can unlock an exploration quest over here so I can demonstrate these battles. You know what? Actually, I may have a good one. Let's go to the Intel Center. The Intel Center allows you to battle against the Jocko dudes sometimes. You assist allies. There's another Jocko commander. We might be able to battle him here. We're going to let that play. All right, no manual battle there. But you can also look around. Find some other stuff to do around here. Now, you can actually attack other players as long as they're not a part of your legion. This dude is a part of my legion, so I can't really attack them. Same with this dude. So we're going to look around, because often it's pretty easy to find other players that are not a part of your legion. Obviously, you're going to have to go away from your legion borders a little bit, because other players... Is this one? No. Because when you join a legion, you'll automatically get teleported close to where your legion is at. Here's one right here. Hit the scout button. After you unlock the special agency, you'll be able to scout other players in order to see not only how many resources they have, but how many troops they have and what kind of defenses they're running. And then you'll be able to attack them. Your best and easiest bet is to look for players that have abandoned the game, because the resources will keep building, but they will not be training any new troops. So you will be able to attack them, not lose any troops of your own, or lose very few, and claim a good amount of stuff, especially resources and all that good stuff. Be sure to check your mail frequently and claim what is within, because many of the pieces of mail will have prizes for you to claim. Now, the reports will not have prizes. This will just tell you whether you won or lost. Sometimes you can use the reports to figure out where your weaknesses are, though, or where your strengths are. All right, we had to time skip a little bit so that we could beat the chapter without using too much time. So we got the last of the crush hammers, rescued the velociraptor. So now that automatically becomes the rarest member of the party. So we're going to go down to the velociraptor, see how much upgrade levels that we can do on him. Probably not that much. There's level 10. Power is already 607,000 without any star ups. That's pretty nice. $683,000. 690. All right, level 26 powers up to 732,000, which would make them the third strongest troop in our collection, or the third strongest giant. In these battles, though, you'll only be able to send out one giant per type. There's range type, melee types, and armored types. All right, so let's see if we got an exploration quest going here. Surprisingly, no exploration quest yet. Let's upgrade. Not enough to upgrade yet. Now we do have enough to upgrade after doing another hunt, so let's upgrade the SVD rifle. There it is. And here's a new exploration zone. This is where you're going to have the big battles against the Jocko types. So tap on the red thing that says Discover the Jocko Rebels. Attack. Now you can put, like we were talking about, 3 of these dudes in at a time. Hit the auto button in order to automatically deploy as many troops as you can. And it says outmatched, victory is nearly impossible. However, our power level is a little bit higher than theirs, so we're going to give it a shot anyways. Looks like it's surprisingly evenly matched up to this point. But you can hit speed up ×1 or speed up ×2. You can also hit auto mode in order to automatically use various skills. Now it looks like our troops have defeated their troops, but it's a little dicier with the beasts. And the beasts have defeated our troops, but I didn't have auto mode enabled at first there, so let's go ahead and try that again. Start battle. Now auto mode's enabled the whole way through. That means our beasts are going to automatically use their battle skills. Now we've already established that our troops were a little more dominant the first time. So now we're down to the mammoth versus the velociraptors. And despite victory being nearly impossible, we are victorious. So sometimes you just flat out have to not listen when it says that that victory is impossible. Of course, these explorations are also a good way to get new beasts as well. Just go down to where you see the beast. You're going to have to do these hunts against bears and whatnot at first. But after you do those, then you'll be able to claim the beast from the exploration. All right, let's do a couple more. All right, that's done. And now we can hunt the new beast. Boom, boom, boom. You're going to have to be fast with these ones. And at the very last second, we tranquilize the giant. So once you're done, hit the capture button. And you'll get yourself a new beast. Or in our case, shards. Maybe we can star up now. There we go. Now we can star up the Carnotaurus. So watch the kind of stat boost that happens. Power, 603,000. Star up once. And just that one star up sends power all the way up to 820,000. So whatever you do, getting beast shards is one of the best ways you can improve at pretty much anything in this game. All right, thank you for watching. This is Game Hydro. Please like and subscribe, and let us know any other topics about Jurassic Front exploration that you may like to see us go over.